Hello and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. Have we really returned to a bull market for cryptocurrencies? There was a significant uptick in the value of XRP and the entire cryptocurrency market. If XRP can achieve a 3-day candlestick close over 54 cents, according to reputable sources like Associated Charts, the cryptocurrency might see a price increase of 47% before the end of the year. If the breakthrough is successful, this may see a 47% boost. There's a chance that XRP will increase to 80 cents. In addition, since March 24, XRP whales owning between 1 million and 100 million tokens have amassed more over 400 million XRP, worth at roughly $208 million, according to statistics from Sentiment. The entire crypto world is, of course, keeping an eye on Judge Torres as they anticipate her verdict. Ripple will win the second verse if Judge figures out the technology. According to attorney Jeremy Hogan, this is the key reason why XRP is not a security. He backs up his claims with a citation to the Securities Act of 1933, where he says the term is defined in detail. He claims that only XRP on the list has the potential to be considered an investment contract. The term security is used to describe a wide variety of financial instruments. In fact, even the SEC recognizes this. This was already relayed to us by attorney Jeremy Hogan. If the judge decides in Ripple's favor, I don't see the SEC appealing. An appeal would bring nothing to the SEC. Hence, the justification. Because if the SEC loses on appeal to the Second Circuit, the Second Circuit's ruling will be binding. A law is a law, period. In reality, this method of investing and helping the public is quite elementary and common sense based. Despite many claims to the contrary, I think additional regulation of the cryptocurrency business is warranted in the United States. It's becoming more and more evident that if the movement to quit the dollar gains momentum, the value of the US currency would plummet rapidly. They have been able to hold on to US dollars for the past 80 years because we have been flooding the world with them. It's great that they are able to give youngsters the things they need to thrive. Toasters, automobiles, and copper mines are all on offer for that kind of cash. The problem is that if we get rid of it, all of those funds will eventually come back into the United States. When there are excessive amounts of money floating about, this phenomenon is known as inflation. This government is completely careless, to put it bluntly. As a result of its reckless actions, Saudi Arabia is purchasing record amounts of Russian oil to resell on European markets in order to avoid US sanctions. Here Tabu and Becky, two former presidents of South Africa, talk about their country's reliance on the US dollar and the role of the dollar as a reserve currency around the world. This is obviously a part of what several countries are saying in an effort to mitigate the effects of US sanctions. If you use their money to avoid the consequences of sanctions, you are utilizing their money. Let's ditch the dollar and move on. Furthermore, it looks that the trend around the world now is to stop using the dollar. Since the end of World War II, the United States dollar has essentially functioned as the world's reserve currency, a period of around 80 years. Only a few of establishments worldwide would turn down a 20. Anyone with savings should heed this free piece of advice and take the necessary precautions in case they suddenly attain gnosis. Because in a few weeks this market will seem very different. World Bank, International Monetary Fund, United Nations, and other international organizations typically use GDP or economic production or both as indices of a country's health. However, these metrics are utterly made up because they don't fairly represent a country's progress or lack thereof. As long as the United States continues to travel there, we can be assured that when we announce that we will be installing a certain part, nobody in that country will ever have heard of it before. Brazilian media is telling people to get rid of their real dollars because the United States would no longer take them, based on what we learned from Ray Dalio that the collapse generally occurs gradually and then fairly quickly. Joseph Wu, Taiwan's foreign minister, has finally spoken. Is Beijing's threat to Taiwan an act of war in your opinion? You bet I do. Look at the military spending, training, and terminology that all point to getting ready for conflict with Taiwan. Is Taiwan still around now? How can we best defend ourselves? Indeed, we do. We have been buying weapons systems from the US for a long time now. This, of course, follows China's fierce opposition to the meeting between the United States and Taiwan last week. Saudi Arabia and Iran. Now that these two rivals have made peace and promised to work together, it's clear that the United States is no longer the world's leading power. In light of Tunisia's purported desire to join Russia, Argentina, and Iran, China has voiced support for the BRICS coalition's openness. Attorneys are being added to the SEC's crypto enforcement unit in the United States. Clearly, the emphasis on enforcement is not the most effective approach to regulating this sector. The total wealth of America's billionaires is an intriguing $4.50 trillion. If we confiscated all of the federal government's assets, we would only have enough money to keep things running for around 8 months. Maybe it's not the billionaires' fortunes that are the problem, but the wasteful spending of the politicians. Is there anything Joe Biden can do right now to fix the problem? For the simple reason that it looks like every country in the world is conspiring against our currency. Yes, there are two things, and we have been begging him to do one of them: cut spending for a very long time. The second is that we need to stop caring what other people do. Things are done differently in other countries. If we invade and immediately begin enforcing new social programs, they will start to dread us. Meanwhile, El Salvador has reduced company, property, and capital gains taxes for the country's IT firms while simultaneously eliminating all taxes related to technological innovation for economic growth. Monica Long, president of Ripple, has some more upbeat news to share. We're excited to work with the Central Bank of Montenegro as they explore the practical applications of a CBDC or national stablecoin. Recent weeks have seen a surge in cryptocurrency activity in Montenegro due to the asset class's value, efficiency, security, and, most crucially, end-user anonymity. Dogan, a crypto fugitive, was reportedly captured in Montenegro very lately. At last, Coinbase announces on Twitter that XRP now trails Flare on the Flare network. Flare will be supported on Coinbase. Obviously, this is the first priority for everyone. The airdrop distribution process, which will hold all withdrawals, will begin today. Coinbase's asset handle is where you should look for any changes. The airdrop schedule for the Flare token. I'm sure everyone here knows about the recent hacking of the History Channel's Twitter account, but I thought I'd bring it up anyhow. I don't claim to be an expert on money matters. Nothing I say or write should be used as a basis for making financial decisions. Please leave your thoughts in the section below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up on YouTube so you don't miss any important future updates. To receive quick updates anytime a new video is posted on Coin Lady channel. Please remember to hit the subscribe and notify buttons. You may see our other XRP history videos. In the meantime, you may catch us in the video below. See you in the next video. Bye.